once I execute somebody, you know what? I take 25% less damage permanently almost until I die. So makes a big difference there. Feels really, really good.
I like the idea that like 6 years ago, Freeze made a video and it's just been like simmering in the back.
Yeah,
of your
it's
mind
still
since
like,
then.
in
You're
the back
like,
of my head.
you know what? Yeah,
It's a
you're right.
special power that I have. Like it's something we discuss once in a while that like I've been on For Honor for like since year one. I joined the team on
Yeah.
year one, so I was like a long time ago. And like just like a little bit after launch. And you can ask me anything I worked on since then. I can tell you the details of everything. For some reason, I don't know. I have this crazy memory there, so it's kind of fun.
It's pretty impressive.
It's
Yeah,
it's a cute
impressive.
little thing there, but it's cool. All right, so let's keep going because there's more slides.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Remember, I mentioned Sohei and Jurin, and we haven't gotten to Sohei.
Oh, we haven't even gotten there. Yeah, you're right.
Well, speaking of Sohei, hey, here we go. So Sohei is a bit of an interesting case, right? Initially, when we built Sohei, we kind of made sure his damage curve was low with a big peak, right? So when you get your 7-4 strike, you get like cool. I get like this big peak of damage at some point, but then that kind of compensates through his feats, right? So you get your third feat, you get extra damage when you have all your souls gathered and everything. So you kind of wanted to be in that mode. We wanted to push Air to go into I need to have my souls to be effective. I need to be able to do these things. Unfortunately, and this happens sometimes in game dev, it didn't quite pan out. His damage curve was too low. And then that caused issues where, you know what, like you feel like you're barely hitting anybody. You have to work super hard to get kills, to get anything before, and that's before you get to your third feat. Yeah, your first one kind of helps a little bit. Yeah, your second one helps a little bit for survivability and stuff, but it took a bit too long to get to where you want it to be fight-wise. And so what we're doing is we're rebalancing his damage curve so that it's more in line with what we normally have. And then you will see like how that kind of impacts the rest of the hero as we go along, but should be a lot more playable, should be a lot more interesting now because you have normal damage everywhere. So for example, he has his light and heavy sprint attacks that now deal 16 and 20 damage, up from 15 and 16. And another theme you'll have noticed here is that a lot of the time on his heavies, he's going to get armor, uninterruptible stance, like a little bit further out in the attack still, but to make sure that there's a bigger difference than just because we also removed like a lot of the chaining rules, right? So there's no real option to go, why would I want to do heavy?
Right.
So these things. So because of this, you have this. I have a difference between my light and my heavies now. So that's for the sprint attacks. The light openers and heavy openers deal 12 and 27, up from 9 and 23. The front dodge Yamabushi style, so that's a front dodge light. And then the front dodge heavies deal 16 and 20. So those are more normal damages. And on top of that, the heavy version gains armor. Again, so that kind of makes him a bit better here.
Nice.
We have a second page as well. So the side dodge attacks deals 16 for the light one and 14 for the heavy, but it gains armor. The last time we had an armored dodge attack, I think, was old Lawbringer a long time ago on his bash. Like some players that are watching this right now don't even remember this, so that was a long time ago. That's good, but still, like it's something it's a test that we're doing. The damage is lower. So if you want to use it, you're going to deal a little bit less damage. Again, we'll see how that pans out, right? We know it can be controversial, but we want to try bigger things. We want to try these kinds of things. So to go, does this feel good? Does this feel bad? And we can be a little bit more reactive when things happen to kind of be able to change. So God Hand Light and Heavies. So those are the light and heavy follow-ups after you do a front dodge bash. So the light version deals 16 instead of 11. And the heavy version deals 14 instead of 11. So it's a little bit less damage, but it gains armor at 100 ms. So really, really, really early on, makes it a lot safer to use that and to go into what you want to do at a sacrifice of a little bit of damage. It also like hits a bit wider, so you get trajectory, so it kind of works. And then the last two changes, right? So 7-4 strike, it deals 72 damage instead of 95. So when I was mentioning the damage curve, it's his baseline damage is a little bit higher. Sorry, I'm getting hit. So like his baseline damage is a bit higher, but then the peak is also lower. So instead of being like super low and super high, we're trying to bring it back more into the middle a little bit, while still keeping his identity, right? The idea with Sohei is you're going on that quest to get all those souls, to be able to get that big strike out. So that makes a big difference there, but it makes it more interesting. So we still want to keep that identity with Sohei with the weapons, all that sort of stuff, but by making it a little bit less intense and a little bit less oppressive, and less of a all or nothing, right? It's like feast or famine type of thing. So we're trying to make it a little bit better here. The last change is something that's been requested for a long time by a lot of people, and I think it was time we do it, is Soul Soother. So that's his second is tier 2 feat. One thing I want to make sure and I make clear is that I know a lot of people are requesting that we do, you know what, like, why don't you make it so that it partially consumes souls or like only eats 1 or 2 or 3 or whatever it is. We didn't really want to go there because it creates issues of which one do you remove, and it's really complicated. So so Soul Soother still consumes all your souls. You can still only activate it once you have all 6 of your souls, but it will only heal you for 80 instead of full. Before it was set to full.
Right.
You might have noticed this in one game mode event that played afterwards, where hey, you become a boss. I forget the name of it right now. I'm getting it, but I'm getting old. That's what happens.
No.
You were a boss, and if you were a Sohei boss with all your souls, hey, guess what? You had like 500 HP or something.
Yeah.
You're gonna heal back to 500. It felt really, really, really bad.
Yeah.
80 baseline is still really high. It's still I think it's the highest like normal heal that we have in the game, but it's not full, so it'll help those situations. But it's also not a get out of jail for free card like it used to be. So it makes a bit of a difference there.
Crazy. Awesome.
And then we have Durin.
Hey.
So Durin has been overperforming as a new hero launch. And you might have noticed, well, you noticed, and I'm sure our players noticed as well, we've been a bit more reactive with Durin.
Yes.
We did more changes way early on. There's a couple of reasons as to why we did that with Durin, but it's not something that we've been doing regularly in the past, right? So with Virtuosa, for example, all of our metrics, all of our numbers, we're saying, you know, our win rate is pretty like within like normals. The data showed us she was fine. Player perception showed us she wasn't fine. So what our instinct was to go, and as a designer, it's something that we often do, is go, well, is the problem that she is misunderstood and players haven't truly figured out how to play against her? Or is the problem that she's just really ultra frustrating for players? And so we took her time to change her up to make sure that she gets into a position where, like, you know, it's a bit more easy to fight against. And it kind of worked like that. With Durin, however, the win rate was a bit too high from what we've seen before. And it stayed high even after like a bit of time. So it's not a new hero syndrome. It's not something that we do on purpose to go, hey, we're going to make this hero crazy overpowered on release. It's what we're doing is we're building a hero. We're like, okay, this seems fine. We do a lot of internal testing. We've had a lot of sessions with the players that came last time in the Warriors Den. Nothing indicated that it was going to be that tricky. So we did a lot of changes after launch, and we kept these in our back pocket to go, what's going to happen with the hero's win rate and pick rates? And it hasn't really gone down, even with the changes we've done. So we're doing more changes now. There's more coming at the next title update as well. So we keep working on Durin. We know he's strong. We know that at super high level, he's a good hero, but he's not like super top tier or whatever. But we also know that he's pretty frustrating to play against when you hit mid to lower levels. It's very, very difficult to play against him. So we're doing a couple of changes right here. So first of all, Indomitable stance, same as the other ones. 6 stamp to enter, drains 5 stamp per second. It's a bit of a buff almost to Durin, because now if you do your stance cancels to get a bit of frame advantage, it'll help there, so that's good. But it also makes the stance a little bit less safe to use. Now we're going to Peacebreaker. I don't remember exactly which attack that is because there's way too many. I think. Oh yeah. So Peacebreaker is, I think, from what I remember, it's his chain bash, right? So it deals 14 damage instead of 16. So that, like, you know, a little bit lower damage. And then the chain link timing from Peacebreaker to chained attacks is now 1200 MS instead of 1100. So that makes it so that the parry timing for when you're throwing your heavies afterwards was really, 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 really tight. So with this, it's like you have the full turn MS to parry them, so it should make it a little bit easier to deal with the hero. Yeah. Crownbreaker, which is the held version of the Chain Bash, it no longer deals damage. It used to deal 5. So we like the ability of Durin to go directly into his bashes when he parries. The problem is that added 5 damage, and it can wall splat. It pushes really far. So on a heavy parry, a lot of the time, you would be dealing 24 plus 5, which was a bit too high. So now, like, it's still really strong when you manage the wall splat. We're going to keep an eye on it. If it's still problematic, we'll see what we can do to readjust. But that's the idea here, to keep that variety and the choices you have when you're playing as Durin to go, what do I want to do in what situation, but nerf down the potency of it a little bit. Unstoppable Force, which is sprint attack, so it's running attack, it is now slower, so it's 800 ms instead of 700, and its area of effect on minions is reduced by approximately 15%, right? So 50% might not seem like a lot. It's enough to feel it. We've been feeling it internally since we did the change, and we've been testing it out. And the problem with that one is that minion lane width is very variable. There's maps where they're like, because the minion lanes are super wide, the minions are not clustered together. So if you would do this, you would kill 2, 3 at most, and you'd be fine. And then there's certain maps where they're like very, very clustered, and then you would wipe like half the minion lane with a single one, right? So we had kept it high on release to see what the impact would end up being. We had seen some stuff internally. It was on our radar of this might need to get toned down a bit, and now we're toning it down to make sure it's a bit better. Also, by slowing it down, it's still unblockable. That's another aspect that I've seen a lot of people like talk about online, that it's almost an off-screen unblockable attack. It's a little bit slower. You'll see the indicator for longer. You'll see how that goes. And if that's still a problem, we can always adjust and keep adjusting.
Gotcha.
Now we have Unruly Destruction. It deals 22 damage instead of 24. So again, like lowering the damage curve a little bit to make sure the hero is a bit more in line with what we have.
Awesome.
But that's not all. So Devastating Jab and Devastating Swing. So those are his neutral heavies. So both the tapped and held version.
Yep.
They have less backwards movement when you're moving backwards. So again, it's to give them a little bit less backstep and a little bit less safety in fights, so that it's a little bit easier to deal with when he's doing this. The next up is not really a buff, but it's a bug fix. Essentially, all of his light attacks had 800 ms of recovery when they were blocked. So he would bounce. It was 800 ms for him to recover. So you might just go, hey, why are you buffing him? Well, at 800, the issue was that whenever you blocked a Titan's lights, you as the defender could go guard break, and if Titan pressed any single button, the guard break would beat them. So that's a rule that we established when we were working on the CCU, and sometimes bugs creep in, and that was a bit of a bug that kind of crept in there. So by putting it back at 700, you are minus 100 ms on block for those lights. So it's still, you're still disadvantaged, but you're not at disadvantage. And if you throw a light, for example, you'll beat guard break attempts from your opponent. So it kind of helps you like stay the course there a little bit and make sure you're good to go. And then we're nerfing his tier 2 and his tier 3 and 4 feats. For tier 2, for last man standing, so the defense buff and the damage buff have been reduced to 20% instead of 25%. Again, they're pretty strong. We had already swapped the damage and the defense buff, and now we're lowering them a little bit to see, is that going to help? So right now, like if you're playing with people and you always have somebody dead on your team, you know what? Like you get 20% defense buff almost permanently. It's very, very, very strong. At 20%, it's a bit less impactful, and we'll see if we need to change them further. We haven't touched the lifesteal. If we need to, again, in the future, we will. But right now, we're going to focus on this. Start with this. I'd rather we make smaller steps than just taking the hero, digging a grave, and just going bye-bye.
Fair enough.
So, because that just feels bad for everybody. It feels bad if you're playing Durin, if you like playing Durin, and then you never really see them again. I know some players would love to never fight against Durin, but at the same time, it's important to have that variety of heroes and what we can do.
Of course.
And then finally, God Among Men. We're nerfing the defense debuffs by 5%. So on your team, it's 25%, and on your opponents, it's 35%. So instead of being 40 and 30, it's 35, 25. So again, this is like, it might not like much, right? But this is basically, when both are active, it's a 10% damage difference. You're gonna deal 10% less damage than you used to, because you don't have 25% damage buff and 40% damage debuff, right? So you still deal quite a bit of damage, but it won't be as high. It'll be 10% lower. Yeah. So it should help in those situations where you're playing against Durin, or even you're playing as Durin, you don't feel like I'm going to smack you with super high damage heavies.
Sure.
So that goes. So this is for now for June. There's other things we have in store. We didn't want to wait until everything was ready all at once because then we know the experience right now and the win rates are a little bit too high. So by lowering him now, we have more stuff coming in the next title update. So well, I'll see you folks again next patch notes. But that's the idea, right? We want to do these things quickly, and then there's other things that we're looking at that we want to have a bit more time to get the proper solutions for. So we're waiting for those in the next title update to see where the hero kind of ends up, and we'll see if we also even need more adjustments in the future. We will do them. We've been a lot more reactive. We want to be more reactive as well in the future. So for the other heroes that are coming out this year, if issues arise like that happened with June that we have right now, we want to be able to patch them faster and to be able to do more hot fixes to adjust like the big glaring issues that these heroes might have.
Awesome.
But except for the patch
notes,
they're like, they were pretty small. Woo. I don't know. I didn't have my timer on, so I don't know how long the segment was.
It's just a lot. Like, that was a book. That was a book of patch notes. This is like Year 10 Season 1, the book of JC has like 30 chapters of patch notes. We like it.
There you go.
Pretty good. That's awesome. I know we also wanted to. Did we want to mention anything about
Start of the Minion, right?
Yeah.
So basically, we ran it twice, right, in the last season. We got a lot of feedback. We want to appreciate everybody that sent us feedback. There was a lot of stuff that we got in there. There's good things, there's bad things. It's okay. We're expecting to have like both positive and negative comments. And we want to give ourselves objectives based on that feedback to keep investing on our new player onboarding. So the purpose of it is to protect the new player experience. And it's something that we're going to keep working on and iterating on. I don't know when it's going to come back, if it's going to come back, in what shape, way, or form it's going to come back. But it's still something that we want to do, right? We want to make sure that when we have new players that come in, they have a safer place to go and play, experiment, try things, and see where that kind of lands. But right now, like there was like good things, and there was bad, and there was things that were like a little bit less good. So again, we're gathering all the feedback. Keep sending us that feedback wherever you want to send it. You can talk about it again. It's fine. We're always monitoring it. We have an amazing ComDev team that looks at these things all the time. I look at it too much all the time. I saw a thread this morning about I should be a hero in the game. That was great. I
saw that. Yeah,
that was awesome. But yeah, so it's just I'm always looking at these things, so it's great. And I know that the rest of the team always is as well. So we get the results and the discussions that are being talked about in the community. See where we go with this.
Amazing.
Awesome.
Well, thank you so much. JC, was there any shout-outs we want to give then?
Yeah, so Noel has been working incredibly hard on that balancing those patch notes. It's a group effort, but Noel is the one that's doing all the integrating, all the hard work there. And also, I want to thank the animation team because, animation, VFX, and audio, really, because sometimes it might seem simple. Just go, hey, you know what? Like, just do this, and it's simple. And when it's a number change, and even our QA teams, right? It's important to have these things, but a little number change, like if an attack deals less damage, it still needs to get through QA. It still needs to get integrated and tested and all that sort of stuff. But when we're touching attack speeds, when we're touching properties, when we're touching a bunch of different things, it starts to affect other teams as well. So the animation team needs to sometimes take the time to go look at the animations. Is it okay with the new speeds or not? If it isn't, they need to do a little bit of work to make sure it looks best. The audio team needs to go back in and go, okay, is the audio still in sync or are things okay? The VFX team needs to look at like blood squibs and that, like swipes and all that sort of stuff to make sure everything still looks to the level that we're expecting for Honor. And we've been working extremely hard with them to get that stuff into gear. And so none of these would be possible without all of these people. It's a group effort. Yes, the game designers are like kind of pushing for what we want in terms of balancing, but it's a big group effort. So everybody works super hard at this. So big shout outs to all of these teams. It's amazing. It's great. I'm really happy. And it lets me come in here and talk for like, an hour about patch notes. That's great, right? It works really well.
Oh, that was awesome. So thank you so much, JC. And again, thank you to all the team and everybody involved in that. So, folks, we hope you are excited for that. Big patch. This is one of the biggest balance patches we've had in a long time.
Long time.
It goes live tomorrow, Year 10, Season 1. So many patch notes, so much to do. It's amazing. But don't go anywhere, because coming up next, we have the community corner. And in the meantime, we want to show off a little video with all of the Legacy Battle Pass weapons. So check those out. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. All right.
Welcome back, Warriors! We are here at the coolest corner in town.
It is.
The community corner.
Oh, man. Yeah, no, it's great. We're, again, super excited to be here. We're so glad you're here with us still. Again, year 10, season 1, amazing. So we want to just kind of quickly recap what we have going live tomorrow, so you can be ready for that before we dive into the rest of the community core segment. So reminder, new patch, new season, live tomorrow, year 10, season 1, glory. And we are stoked for that. There's going to be a new battle pass, Legacy Battle Pass live tomorrow. The Battle Bundle, which
I love these arts.
I know, it's amazing.
They're so cool.
Right. Battle Bundle, which, reminder, you get the Lord Ramiel hero skin if you get the bundle, so it's a great time to pick that up. Our very first legendary hero skin, the Scorching Herald, available tomorrow for 42k steel. We also have Tales of Griffin bundle, which is going to let you pick up Griffin and the skin together for $21.99 USD. Reminder, that bundle also comes with a 14-day championship status and 6 scavenger crates. So don't forget, too, we have the hero trial for Griffin, so he's going to be free to play for the week, so from March 12th through the 19th. That's a lot of Griffin right there. So get a chance, check him out. He's super fun, and again, with all the... I'm always bad with camera. Like, my brain does not work like that. Yeah, thank you. Thanks, we'll just throw it there. Okay. Again, on top of that, seasonal event, time limited, the Arena of Echoes.
Echoes.
Hey, we did, all right, first try. And with the free event pass going live tomorrow. Also, we're doubling the inventory size from 60 to 120, so enjoy all of that. That's going to be so incredible. You'll also be able to rep up to rank 100, so that's super cool. And reminder, if you reach rep 100, you get a free execution. Look at my trophy. Stamp it in the head. It's going to be good.
Oh, there he goes.
Love it. And also, don't forget, throwback event, Oath of Wyverndale is running from April 9th to the 16th. So, hey, Lord Ramiel, there he is again. It's like we planned it. I love it. Don't forget, Hero Fests for Raiders, Sohei, and Centurion all throughout the month of April, so keep an eye out on those. They're live for a week each, so you'll get a chance to play those heroes for free that week and earn double XP for them. And again, the balance patch is live tomorrow. If I try to repeat everything JC said, I would just literally pass out. So I'm going to not do that. Watch the VOD. Wow. Okay, that was a lot.
Yeah.
Okay. Is it still my turn? I don't know. Gotta scroll. There it is.
No, I think it's my turn now.
All right, what do you got?
I got St. Patrick's Day coming up. Yeah.
Oh my gosh,
it's really soon.
Holiday.
Is it?
Oh, I'm Irish. Like, half Irish.
That makes sense. I should have been wearing green today.
Oh.
Oh well.
Next time.
Next time. On St. Patrick's Day then. Well, St. Patrick's Day is coming, so be prepared with 2 to Mood FX, available right now until March 19th. We also have some content of the week from March 5th to March 19th. The Mood Effects retrofit for Durin. All that glitters is gold. Wait, no, we're way past that. We're on mopping up right now. There you go. We're on mopping up for 7K steel. All right. We also have some more content of the week coming your way. Available March 12th to April 2nd. We have the Mythic outfit, Mists of Legend, for 15K steel.
Oh, that looks so good.
And we also have a cool quality of life change that's coming out tomorrow. We are facilitating outfit purchases from outfit items pages, ornaments, colors, mood effects, and more. So basically, you don't have to go searching for it. You can just get it right where you see it.
That is awesome.
Isn't that fantastic? I'm very excited about this.
That's super cool.
Really good. We also have the emote, Sword in the Stone, for 10K steel, retrofitted for Durin, Sohe, Hatun, and Virtuosa.
So good. Oh, look at that.
Oh,
Are they going to get it?
Oh,
Come on. Come on,
Oh.
Tune.
you can do it.
Come on.
You can do it. No,
There-
I guess not.
It is possible to pull that sword. I want you to know, like that has a random outcome. It is possible to actually pull that sword. Yeah.
Okay.
Keep trying. It's cool. Hey, also, we have the weekly arcade quest coming up from March 12th to 19th, March of the Jormungandr. So check that one out in arcade. And on top of that, we have the event order Arena of Echoes.
Echoes.
We kept it going for week 1, which is going to be live from March 13th through 16th. So be the faction with the most matches won in Arena of Echoes and Echoes. It's amazing. So yeah, awesome.
All right. And before we jump into watching you, the community's clips, we have a little 2-in-1 announcement. Is that first, you'll now be able to communicate directly with us, For Honor, on Reddit as For Honor Official username, For Honor Guy. Ta-da! There we are. And before we were only...
There.
No, now my brain
Nope.
doesn't work.
Stupid
Do
brain.
we
There.
get it?
I'm going to give it up. Okay.
So yeah, before we were only able to communicate through our wonderful CMs,
Mhm.
but now we'll be able to do it as For Honor, and we can do cool things such as hosting an AMA on our subreddit. And what do you know? That's exactly what we're gonna do.
What a great idea.
Well, that's isn't it? And so we're going to celebrate our vinyl. That you know,
Nice.
don't forget to
Pre-order.
get your orders in. So we're going to host an AMA with our amazingly talented composer, Luc Saint-Pierre, about all things For Honor music. The AMA will take place on Thursday, March 19th, but keep your eyes peeled on the For Honor subreddit for our AMA post tomorrow.
Nice.
So, and you'll be able to start asking any questions as soon as you see it. So I can't wait to hear from you and with all your questions. And even if you don't have any questions, please come and upvote the things that you want to hear answered the most. And we hopefully will be able to give you some of those answers on the next Warriors Den.
Oh,
Yeah, so
awesome.
that's really exciting.
very cool.
Now, finally, we have the best segment
Yes.
of all.
Yes.
It's my pleasure to showcase the wonderful latest content from you, the community. Let's go.
Hey, 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 hey. Hey,
This is the glory of For Honor.
Indeed.
hey,
Love it.
hey,
Oh,
Wow.
no way. That's so cool.
That's really good.
Oh, man. I wish I could make stuff like that.
Yeah, that's really good.
I don't know.
Dude!
Oh,
Viking Jurin? Oh, man.
is this not cool?
Your skin idea when?
Absolutely.
That's really cool. Yeah. The Giga Jurin. Yeah, that's about right. But the new facial animation is really good.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh,
Cool. Feel like
Oh.
I know where this is going, and I'm waiting for it. Yeah, I'm still gonna be happy. Go ahead. Oh. Nice. Oh no! Oh, it took a turn I wasn't expecting. I figured he's gonna like push the guy, get a nice little hammer slam there,
But no.
oh my gosh, always amazing. Never change, community. We love you
so much.
amazing.
Please keep sending them and sharing them and that cosplay. I can't believe it. That was amazing.
That was amazing.
Yeah. That's all we have for today.
Dang,
Thank you so much for joining me on the couch here, Nolan. And we'll see you guys on the battlefield tomorrow.
Right.
Bye-bye. See you later.
Let's go tomorrow.